doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppe's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at? Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know how we are in the system.
Oh, my mic should probably be on, don't you think? If you're doing a podcast, you should probably have your mic on. Do you know, though, what today is?
Why are you up so early? Don't you remember what today is?
Not really.
Here's a hint. I like zippers.
National Zipper Day.
Whatever happened to zippers? I miss zippers.
That's right. National Zipper Day.
Got anything against zippers?
Zip it. Zip me.
Zip it good.
Can you zip me up?
I'm Zippy Longstocking.
Zippers where zippers shouldn't be. Let's get out there and get zipping.
It's showtime.
I'm going to tell you, because I'm very honest on this show and I don't hold back. I have a problem with zippers. Whenever I'm in a hurry, like let's say I'm working on like the MJ morning show and there's 30 seconds left until the commercial break ends, I will sometimes forget to zip up my zipper, and then I'll be in the hallway and someone will be like, your zipper's down, and it's freaking embarrassing. I never feel good about myself afterwards. 856-49-HOPPE. That was a very exciting line. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Let's see what was going on last night with late night TV. I'll give it a chance. Maybe it was funny.
Giant rodents are cuddling with visitors at a capybara cafe in Florida.
Yeah.
Big deal, Florida. Here in New York, you can get cuddled by a giant rodent on the D train.
Not bad. I thought it was going to be some Florida joke.
A Florida man recently swam through an alligator-infested lake to rescue an injured bald eagle and said, quote, "This is the symbol of America, man. While a dude jumping into a lake full of alligators is definitely the symbol of Florida."
I love how, like, the other states, like California or New York City, try to make fun of Florida, but then you move here. If you have made fun of Florida or ripped into Florida during COVID, you should not be allowed to move here.
Ornithological cosplay news over in the UK. To raise awareness about endangered species, a man trekked 53 miles in a bird costume.
I did.
Because if there's one thing associated with birds, it's long walks.
Wow. Anybody that laughed at that is just kissing his ass. I wish they would actually not laugh. Like, when you go to a stand-up comedy show, if the comedian's not funny, you don't laugh, but you kiss ass to Colbert? Oh, why?
This is not headline news. Lana Del Rey revealed she kissed Morgan Wallen. Not to be outdone, Elizabeth Hurley revealed she recently deloused Billy Ray Cyrus. Bill Belichick's girlfriend shut down an interview.
And we'll get that in a sec.
When he was asked about how they met. Then she went back to study hall. Today is International Dance Day. Katy Perry is currently making a mockery of it on her tour. Today is Poem in Your Pocket Day.
Yeah.
It's the only day I can put my hand in my pocket and tell people I'm straightening out my Longfellow without getting arrested. And a Miami Vice movie is in the works. No word if Philip Michael Thomas will be involved. That'll depend on whether they need an extra grip. This is not headline news.
I'm not sure if I got that joke or not, but I'm sure in the world of people that know about Miami Vice, I'm sure it's funny. So the Buffalo Bills GM, Brandon Bean went off on the Jeremy and Joe show. If you get rid of Jeremy and just called it the Joe show, it'd be the hackiest show ever.
I was just listening to the last few minutes of your show before I came on, waiting on here. It was like 2018 all over with you guys. Well, you guys were in 2018 about Josh Allen. You guys wanted Josh Rosen, and now you guys are that we don't have a receiver.
Yeah.
But I don't understand it now. You just saw us lead the league in points when you add all the postseason. No one scored more points. You just saw us do it without Stephon Diggs, same group. How is this group not better than last year's group? About wide receiver is one of the dumbest arguments I've heard.
I love hearing like the people that the sports radio hosts talk about. I love when they respond. I worked at a sports radio station that's very lowly listened to. Literally, my cat's crap has more listeners than especially in the morning. And it was freaking weird going from like the biggest radio show in Tampa to like something that nobody was listening to. And what was funny about it was like the amount of propaganda that goes on in sports radio. It's not real, man. I'll promise you that. I thought this was interesting. This is weird. So this really slobbish looking woman looks like someone that would listen to Rover's Morning Glory in Cleveland or Mike Calta in Tampa. Just a chubby, disgusting woman. She brought a dildo to an Insane Clown Posse's show, which is not, out of the norm for the mutants that go to Insane Clown Posse. But she took her husband's ashes and put it in a dildo.
It is an actual replication of my husband's penis with his ashes in it that I have slowly been spreading around the gathering. And he's here.
And she has a shirt that says, I heart pegging men. Oh, I'm sure you do. That is just something I am not into. I remember my ex who's bisexual. She was like, do you want me to peg you? I was like, no. Inmate with previous escape charges attempts escape with just 2 days left in his sentence. Here is Captain Dawn talking about it.
He had worked in the kitchen at this assignment since March 31st. He'd been working and never had an issue. What I have for him is he was sentenced misdemeanor. That's what we go off of.
I don't know why you would try to escape with 2 days left. But then again, criminals are stupid. I'm sure when you woke up today and you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait for Ryan Hoppe to release his new episode, that you would think it would be about beavers breaking wind. And no, I'm not talking about queefs.
We put camera traps out to try and track the beaver activity, and we got loads of really great stuff. So we got the beavers building their dams, grooming, feeding, swimming. But one that did stand out and made everyone in the office laugh was the beaver breaking wind. Beavers, near their tail, they have glands that can secrete this oil called castoreum, and that actually helps them to mark their territory. So we think what the beaver was doing in the video is actually marking its territory and communicating to any other beavers out there that actually this is my patch.
That is, weird. If I were to have played that on another morning show, then it would be time for War of the Roses. So we all know. I think dating apps are past their prime. I have officially retired from dating apps. So it was a good 10-year run. I got a lot of ass for being tall and semi-known in Tampa Bay. But I can't do it anymore. It's not my vibe. And what if there was an elder app?
From the moment you sat on Santa's lap, you knew there was something special about an older man, especially a way older man who could give you things. Introducing Elder, the dating app for really young women who love really old men. If you're a woman between 18 and 25 whose idea of a good time is attending multiple doctor's appointments each week, gets excited making sure their man's 7-day pill case is filled and organized, or gets turned on watching him play pickleball 6 days a week, there are thousands of lonely senior men with DNRs looking for you. If you love naps and soup, you'll love Elder, with dozens of satisfied members, like Bill B. from Boston, Mass.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this. No.
With Elder, a life of cruises, AARP discounts, and family gatherings filled with nothing but resentment from his oldest daughter, Natalie, awaits you. Find the elderly man of your dreams on Elder.
Elder, where till death do us part is a likely and logical outcome.
Oh, they're freaking amazing. Oh my God. It was decent in the middle of it, but this part right here.
Where till death do us part is a likely and logical outcome.
Oh, geez. And speaking of that, we'll trash Jordan Hudson right after this. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and get this party going.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Go, 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 go.
Nigga, I'm just playing with you. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. Right. On the block, bang, bang, boogie. I'm the candy man with a bag full of goodies. Oh, but these ain't for the children. These for them smokers behind the building. Damn, getting money is a hell of a feeling. If you ain't stacking chips, what's the point of dealing? You don't hear me cry about dollars. If it's money in the street, then it's money in my wallet. They say it's all about the money and the power. So cop the weed and a whole lot of powder. You made it in a week, and I made it in an hour. I roll with killers and you roll with cowards. Dark City is dangerous, and it ain't too many niggas that's scared to bust. But niggas know they can't play with us, and them out of towners know they can't slang with us. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal.
In my hood, they get it crackin', homie. So gats is on me. Hood version of Axel Foley. Round the way, them cats is hungry. They bust clips and they don't fuck with the rats or police. Don't act like you Bambas know me. You're wrong. We can't get along like Shaq and Kobe. All I do is sit back and blow trees. So you know my 4 favorite words is acid, drunk, please. This youngin's running with a rack of OGs. It's a cold world, so we have to hold it. Keep talking, I'll leave your ass with no teeth. Had you running home like that bastard stole me. Why shoot you? My man to clap you for me. Had your shirt looking like you spilled ravioli. Got a problem? Man, I smash the whole beef and make it to the hood right back in one piece. Cause
my hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. Right. See, I'm an alley cat, avoid hood rats. A one-track man, homie, making that paper stack. You disrespect anyway and get your head cracked. And after the yellow tape gone, homie, I'm right back. See, in my hood, we cook that cocaine proper. At the table, man, it's on cutting dope like a doctor. Old heads work the handguns while youngers work choppers. If the girl getting money, why the hell you won't stop her, huh? I bet not catch her talking to coppers. Cause if I do my hood hot and I'm a hood hopper, I'm uptown now on First and T. Got the coke on the one-way and the dope in the alley. Hanging with youngers that kill like they from Cali. They natural born with it, they like Mickey and Mallory. I don't hate them, I just put them on salary. Tell them murk any clown in the club that smile at me. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. Right.
My Calta, why do you gotta make everything so ugly? I saw this here. We're gonna talk about Bill Belichick's girlfriend. I made the video yesterday talking about this cloud-chasing loser known as Jordan Hudson. And I got a lot of reaction. Some people were pro me. Some people were mad. But she actually ended up really making an outburst during his show, as reported by TMZ when he was on CBS Sunday. And she also, in a way, reacted to the hate.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Let's see what's up with this dummy. They're showing a bunch of pictures of her. I just can't stand this like energy she has of just like, look at me. You know, like a girl that's always got to do the wackiest pose so that you look at her first. I've dated people like that. It's like, look at me. Look at me. Daddy didn't love me.
Talk about unfazed. Jordan Hudson with an Instagram dump, rolling around in the grass and playing with flowers.
It's just so nauseating. Like, I don't know, man. A lot of times whenever people hear my rants and I talk about cloud chasing women, they're like, you sound bitter, you mad. No, I just have to call it out because nobody else does it. She's a cloud chaser. She's hoping that he marries her so then she can, you know, have his money when she dies. You know, she's a brat. We've already seen that she's a brat. You can tell by her energy. She just has douchebag face.
As if this never happened.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
That's why you got to wonder what's going on here. Why can't you talk about it? You want to be this respectable, famous couple. Mm-hmm.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on.
The 24-year-old girlfriend of 73-year-old football coach Bill Belichick seemingly unbothered by the backlash to his CBS Sunday morning interview.
Oh, no, she's bothered by it. Because she literally acted like a brat there. It's almost like she's a 24-year-old brat. Every person, male or female or whatever gender you are, you're a brat at 24. Of course she's bothered by it. Another way to know she's bothered by it is she's having to do all these poses like, hey, look at me, look at me. She's a lonely person. She has nothing. And I hope this doesn't sound mean, but I am kind of a douchebag at times. Without her good looks, she's nothing. You know, you're nothing. How does that feel? You go, same thing with Kayla Nicole and all these other people. You're dating these guys, but she'll probably end up writing a book about how he's a narcissist when they break up. She's a loser. She's scum. But a lot of times we'll see a pretty girl and we go, oh, they have no flaws or whatever. But she's a loser.
Which she awkwardly interrupted when Tony DeCopel started asking questions about their unconventional romance.
Make sure that that's the...
Jordan was a constant presence during our interview.
It's sad. You got to be a man, Bill, and go, shut up and sit in the corner. But no, you're a pushover. Because you're a bitch.
A source telling ET on Monday, Jordan actually interrupted the taping several times.
You should have kept that in there.
So
if I'm her dad, I'm embarrassed. But then again, I don't think her dad was around because that's why she's dating Bill.
Interrupted the taping several times. So CBS decided to include one of those times in their broadcast. Jordan was aware she was being recorded during the interview. There was no publicist present, just Jordan.
You literally are dating someone that's more than 3 times your age, and you think you're important? You think you matter? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It's sad. I am sad for Bill. I know he's getting laid. I know he's getting trim, whatever, but this ain't it, dog.
Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
I don't know, just get laid by her.
never been too worried about what everybody else thinks.
I wonder what they watch on Netflix. I wonder what they do in their free time. I can't imagine the conversations are that great.
For what it's worth, Jordan and Bill have been together for about 2 years now after reportedly meeting on a flight from Boston to Florida.
Oh yeah, you know she saw that money grab. Mm-hmm. And here's another headline about her.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
Jordan Hudson is standing by her play after her brief appearance during boyfriend Bill Belichick's April.
All right, so that video is already talking about what we heard before. Also here, she supposedly stormed off set and was a complete nightmare, according to TMZ. It's just like, Bill, is that important? You could easily get a 40-year-old girl who looks like she's 20. It's sad. I think if he was commanding the relationship, I would have a little more respect. But the fact that she needs to be CC'd in emails, the fact that she's on the sideline, the fact that she's storming off the set, you're a brat. And I feel sorry for whatever guy in the future dates you. And then they were seen walking out in New York City after a date. Here is the audio. They're getting escorted out. She looks like she's 35, by the way.
Hi, Bill. How do you think about the CBS interview went?
Why do you think he would reply to you? I love the voices of the TMZ paparazzi.
About the CBS interview went.
How do you think it went when she completely embarrassed you and took away your balls?
What do you think about the CBS interview went?
Bill's such a coward. I was liking him for a little bit when he was going on like the Manning cast or whatever, but now it's like, dude, embarrassing. Carly Rae Jepsen. Hey, I just met you, but this is crazy. Call me maybe. She is currently on a romantic safari. Yeah, she's the definition of a 1.5 hit wonder. She had that one song, Good Time, and then she had Maybe. I saw this. Thought this was weird. President Trump fires a Taylor Swift dig. I mean, obviously because the Philadelphia Eagles were at the White House and the team they beat is Taylor's team, but that's another guy I'm embarrassed for, Trump. I'm just embarrassed for a lot of the boomers. No, it's not all of them. But these ones that have these holier-than-thou attitude, it's like, if you guys were so great, why don't you bring back everything that was good about the 80s? Mm-hmm.
Soon, thanks to 55 points in the day, the Eagles punched their ticket to a Super Bowl rematch with the Kansas City Chiefs. And you know what happened? It was an incredible game, a little surprising, but right from the beginning, in the first quarter of the big game, which I was there, I watched in person.
Gotta make it about you.
I was there along with Taylor Swift. How did that work out? How did that one work out? The Eagles scored a touchdown on
Everybody looks uncomfortable, like, why are you doing this?
Their signature play.
But then again, every time someone's around Trump, let's be honest, they always look uncomfortable.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
The plane goes up, up, here we go again. Single life living, but every time we end, party shows and clubs, this girl's always there. Could she be a fan? I don't know, I don't care, yeah, I'm just a man. Yeah, she's just a girl that got a lot of friends. She's got a lot of style and got a lot of class. And even from behind, she's got a lot of love. Say that you got what I got, money and the cars and all the clothes. They all say that you right, up after bedtime. Breakfast in bed for you, baby, cause you mine. Now I ain't gonna lose a prized possession in my grasp. You get it only once, you can lose it so fast. I can only thank God for such a great creation. You are the original, the others imitation. Got me feeling like a million times two and a penny. Sky is the limit, I'm taking you in. I'll say that you got what I got, money and the cars and all the clothes. They all say that you rock what I rock, and it ain't a secret, everybody knows. Hey girl, tell me what your name is. Hey girl, why you feel so famous? Hey girl, only the lights and the celebrity. Yeah, yeah, I'll take you home with me. Hey girl, tell me what your name is. Tell me what your name is. Why you feel so famous? Hey girl, only the lights and the celebrity. Yeah, yeah, I'll take you home with me. Anytime I wake up from a dream with a smile on my face, it's cause you was it. If I have to tell the world, then that is what I'll do. Baby, here's my pledge to you. Hey girl, tell me what your name is. Why you feel so famous? Live the life, live the life, yeah. Take it home with me. Hey girl, tell me what your name is. Hey girl, why you feel famous? Hey girl, live the life, yeah. I'll take you home with me.
Oh yeah, that was Colby Adonis with Hey Girl. Man, he had a fascinating career. Honestly, some of the best artists from the 2000s are the ones that didn't, like, you know, blow up as big as they, you know, could have. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yo. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, breaking down the scenes. NBA drama, living out the dreams. Ex-wives wilder, stories about the queens. Dropping knowledge bombs, all in on the schemes. Hoppe's loose, man, he knows it all. From scandals to the court, rise and fall. Tune in, now you'll have a ball. Hoppe Hour got that shock and awe. MJ to Kobe.
Ah, man.
Shaq's big presence.
Last night.
Fame. Hoppe spills the tea.
I think I cursed the Tampa Bay Lightning. You know why? I never watch Lightning games. And whenever I watch, they end up losing. And last night, the Miami Heat were down like 55, which we'll get to in a second. And I was like, let me turn on the Lightning. And they were up 2-1. And there's nothing more dangerous than a 1 point differential in NHL game. And then they ended up losing. So I'm sorry, Tampa.
Buddy dives deeper. Locker room secrets.
Happy hot topic.
The Cleveland Cavaliers have swept the Miami Heat and have done it in unbelievable fashion, winning Game 4 by 55 points. And after Game 3, Bam Adebayo said the Heat were going to go down swinging. And this was Charles Barkley showing what Bam meant by going down swinging. And this was while the Heat were down by 39 at halftime. And
I love inside the NBA. I'm sad we're going to probably lose it.
And then Shaq, he showed what sort of fight the Heat were showing by doing a thumb war with Ernie. And normally at halftime on Inside the NBA, Kenny the Jet does the race to the board, but this race at halftime was at the pace of what the Miami Heat were showing in Game 4. But the NBA...
Stephen A. Smith would have been yelling about the Knicks even though they weren't playing because he's a moron.
Playoff record for margin is 58 points and the Cavs' lead was up to 60 late in the game. And then, as I said, they end up winning by 55. So at least the Heat didn't end up on the bad end of NBA history, but the Cavs, they will face the winner of Pacers-Bucks, which will most likely...
Yeah, they had this interesting thing of they're still a good team for making the playoffs.
Be the Indiana Pacers. No Damian Lillard, out with that torn Achilles. So let me know who you got winning.
All right, and Damian Lillard got really screwed by Doc Rivers because he had no reason to be even playing in the playoffs.
Happy hot topic.
Tristan Thompson is showing support for Kevin Love.
I love how people were like, oh my God, Tristan Thompson did something nice. I'm like, I'm not saying cheaters can be good people, but you can be a good friend or a good teammate and be a bad, significant other.
Just hours after the Miami Heat forward shared his father, Stan Love, died at the age of 76, his former teammate comforts him on the court before their April 28th playoff game. Kevin and Tristan were previously teammates on the Cleveland Cavaliers for almost a decade.
Yeah, Tristan Thompson is one of those guys, like a lot of the NBA players that date the Kardashians, where they're more famous for dating the Kardashians than they are for being athletes. But let me tell you, in a way, he was like the Dennis Rodman of the Cleveland Cavaliers 10 years ago.
And when rumors started swirling in 2020 about Tristan being traded, Kevin shared with reporters that he could not fathom separating from his friend after so many years. Telling Cleveland.com in 2020, "That's my brother, man. I would always go to war with him. I would run through a wall for him." He continued, "He's a lifelong friend of mine, so it would be tough to see him go. I would like to have him around selfishly, but if there's a better situation out there for him, then so be it."
So there's that. And then tonight, you got the Pistons and the Knicks. The Knicks are up 3-1. The Pistons at 7:30. And you got the Bucks are up 3-1 against the Pacers. The Pacers are up against the Bucks with a 3-1 lead. Then you got the Celtics up against the Magic tonight at 8:30 with a 3-1 lead. And then the only interesting game really tonight, the Knicks-Pistons one is going to be interesting because they're not going to go down with a fight, but the Bucks don't have Damian Lillard. Celtics Magic could be interesting, but that's in Boston. But the real interesting game is Clippers and Nuggets. And last night's Golden State Warriors game was funny. I was watching it while holding my cat. I was nodding off because I'll have TV on when I sleep. I'll watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force or whatever. Last night I was watching the NBA game and I was like, you know what? They're up 10. I think they'll win. And then 30, 40 minutes later, I asked my Alexa, I was like, what's the score of the Warriors game at 12:50 when I woke up? And they're like, the Warriors are up 106-105 with 13 seconds. So I had really no reason to turn off the game.
Game 4 between the Warriors and the Rockets was no different to the entire series, where it was chippy throughout the entire game, including...
I love chippy games, even though Draymond almost got kicked out, but he redeemed himself with the defense at the end.
In this moment between Jimmy Butler and Dylan Brooks, and here's what Jimmy Butler had to say post-game.
He said to Dylan Brooks, who's a dirty player, "You a bum and a bitch."
About the exchange of words.
Playoff Jimmy?
We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do this. That's just part of the game. Now, your body starts to warm up. You start to move a little bit better. You gain confidence. People start talking to you, and then, good things happen.
You've said people start talking to you. Are you talking about Dylan Brooks?
Yeah. Yes.
Anything you want to share that he said?
No. I like it. I think we all like when people start chirping. It's been this way this entire series. I don't think it's going to change. And we're going to go out there, we're going to compete, and we're going to go do what we're supposed to do in Houston.
You and Dylan got into it. It looked like you guys were having fun. Took it back to the playground almost, it looked like. What was it like out there? And it looked like you guys were going back and forth. Did you enjoy that element of the game?
No, we're not having fun.
Jimmy seems like a miserable guy.
You give me a break for this. I don't like Dylan Brooks, so... We're never having fun. I'm a fierce competitor. He's a fierce competitor. But there ain't nothing fun about that.
So when you look at some of the pictures, I was looking at the pictures, and it looked like he was trying to have fun, but you weren't going for it.
No.
Yeah, Jimmy, when he's in playoff mode, he's in playoff mode.
I'm not going for that. I don't think anybody is trying to be friends with anybody on either team.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's for sure.
So there's that. And then what's going on with Luka Doncic?
Happy Hot Topic!
The Lakers are down 3-1 in the series versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Game 5 is in LA. Let me know in the comment section if you think they extend the series or not. But during Game 4, Luka Doncic clapped back at this Timberwolves fan.
He said, "Shut the F up, pussy." I love these loser fans. This is like their one moment to yell at somebody. And remember when I talked about last week, Gilbert Arenas' son almost died, and was in an induced coma because he crashed the Cybertruck. He's walking and talking after the car crash and has a long road to recovery. He is an 18-year-old man. Should he have been speeding? No. But think about the stupid things you did when you were younger. I mean, look at the people I dated. We all did.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah. Word them up. Hey, yo, turn the bass up a little bit, Jiggy. Yeah. Yeah. Now check it out. I come again, phone over again when the drummer come in. Synonyms don't wanna end, rock him's gonna win. Always seem to come out at the right time with the right rhyme. Smooth in the day and sound rough at nighttime. Just an echo in every ghetto, meadow and valley, side street and alley. From New York to Cali, I've been seen in every state in between on stage. They scream every phrase, I lead a city in a rage. It's off to the next one, the blessed one. That's my procedure. Leave you in a deeper mind state than anesthesia. You catch a seizure if you try to stop the great when I operate. Just let the crowd please drop the weight. This one is in gear from everyone from here to there. Ideas that you hear, severe to the ear. Nevertheless, I provide a worldwide request and manifest. And this is from the east to the west. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and only hugs. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and musical vibes. I memorize in my mental enterprise, then improvise live with my supplies. You know the quota, fashion, new designs that shine, the international kind. Start the rhyme, time the motor, universal format. Adapt to wherever you're living at. From all four corners of the map, whenever they play it, it gets interpreted, hip-hop related. Already dedicated to keep it heavy populated. Attract everybody that cook rock. Do a block party, make it look like Woodstock. Yeah, rock him a law. Nothing similar to my seminar. They travel never far, plus that's where the women are. I like to ask them what's the best time to hear me rhyme. Nevertheless, I provide a worldwide request and manifest. And this is from the east to the west. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and only hugs. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs, rhyming over dogs for thugs, girls blow me kisses and throw me hugs. An expert at a concert on stage, I got classes, which means my smash hits won't age. Just sing along, I bring a song, I'll be swinging long. We could do a thing to dawn. I came to bring it on tour, stop it all the record stores across the nation. Blow at the radio station to show appreciation. Retreats for the streets, beats for the beats. I reach incredible feats to get deep for my beats. Prop for the unorthodox style. I got they couldn't wait for me to drop new stock for the block. Stalking cassette decks, Walkman headsets, I come on. Fly concepts, just high tech. My first display still converse with the days of slam. That's why the man's first jam still played. So tell the neighborhoods I got the goods again. It's Rakim, then again, that's how it should have been. Nevertheless, I provide a worldwide request and manifest. And this is from the east to the west. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs.
Oh, sure.
From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and only hugs. From New York to Cali,
I got it.
Coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums.
It's Rakim with New York to Cali.
Over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and only hugs. Back in the 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Come on, brothers, you know what I'm saying? Let's rock with the law. Young shit with the year. Yeah. the coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. Rhyming on the dance.
Happy Hour will be right back. Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by DZBZ Honey. DZBZHoney.com. When I tell you they got the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I'm a man of my words. It comes in the form of a lollipop. Lick the lollipop, the wrapper, a honey stick, or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, go to DZBZHoney.com and tell them I sent you by typing in HOPPE at checkout. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE.com for the best pre and post workout around. At checkout, use promo code Ryan20 to save 20%. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com, 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. All right, we're going to come back on Happy Hour and get this party going. But first, I want to hear from somebody. Henry Oakes, a.k.a. Hammer and Hank from the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe. All 12 episodes are on Spotify, HAMERIN Hank, in a playlist, and it's on the Hoppe radio feed. We're recording episode 13 today, but here's his PSA.
Hello again, it's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Doors closing.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
It's you, me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay, and you're listening to the Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe. This is Eric Zane. I don't know these two people, but I know they're fucking assholes. Mike Calta and Rover, suck my dick for what you did to Ryan.
Because caffeine isn't enough to wake you up, this is Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. Let's get some lo-fi vibes in here. You ready?
Happy hour in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Feel the vibe everywhere.
I got it.
Kick back in your chair.
Oh, sure.
Life beyond compare. Happy hour, take it slow.
Especially in bed.
Let the rhythm gently flow. Catch the beats in the glow.
Game.
Tune in, let it grow. Happy hour, oh yeah. Happy hour, feel the flare.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Happy hour if you dare.
856 49 Hoppy. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. You can always email me, ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com. And by the way, I got a public service announcement. My Calta is sensitive and a fake friend. And Dizzy is a bitch.
Happy Hot Topic!
Kelly Ripa's daughter Lola Consuelos is sharing a rare glimpse at her romance with Cassius Kidston.
Yeah, you know, she probably wants to be really private because her parents are so, open.
Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos' daughter writes a sweet tribute to her longtime love Cassius in honor of their anniversary.
He is the most Caucasian guy I've ever seen.
The 23-year-old shares a series of pictures to Instagram on April 28th. That includes couple selfies from date nights and vacations, as well as solo shots of Cassius.
They look like a happy couple. Last week I talked about how Kelly Ripa and Mark did that picture of them essentially doing doggy style. When are we going to see this, Lola?
As he poses and smiles for her camera.
All right, there's that. So they're a happy couple. Either they're going to get married and be together forever and ever, or they'll have a bad divorce. Nelly spoke out saying that the glass is half full about Trump.
I'm all for everybody staying positive about any and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm a glass half full type of guy. And I just am more empowered on bringing people together and making sure that we all get what we need, when we need it, and why we need it.
That's good, man. I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're doing that, Nelly. Frankly, I don't. I really care. Now, there is this headline. Stuff going on with The Voice. Never watched an episode, but I like Adam Levine's voice, but I wouldn't want him to date my daughter.
Happy Hot Topic!
So we've got an exciting sneak peek right now at tonight's new episode. We are in the playoffs at The Voice, and in this exclusive clip, you'll see the coaches address young Adam Levine about his new hairdo.
Holy midlife crisis. It's like icy hair is how they describe it. It's not like frosted tips, but it's very 2000s.
What color is your hair? It's more of a platinum-y, like icy, kind of white color.
I'm going to post this at Ryan Hoppy Radio. Let me get rid of the captions. I'm going to post this on my website, RyanHoppe radio.com. He's definitely going through a midlife crisis.
You could call it blonde. You could call it silver. I feel like gray is not an appropriate term to put in that collection.
Yeah, he's doing this because he doesn't want to be gray. Man, when I go gray, I'm just going to freaking embrace it. Anybody that dyes their hair or does just for men is pathetic.
He took this OG thing very seriously. He was like, maybe I should...
Shut up, John Legend. Your wife's the worst.
...should come back with actual gray hair to denote my OG status.
That music in the background is really aggravating. It's like they're trying to be wacky.
He looks great. He's sexy. It's like Dick Van Dyke and David Beckham had a baby.
You're a weird guy, Robin Thicke. And blurred lines is a little problematic.
Apologize for the question I'm going to ask you because I know everybody asks you that.
Hit me.
Do you miss Blake?
No.
Yeah.
Adam Levine is keeping his playful rivalry with Blake Shelton alive.
Remember when Blake Shelton released that stupid song in 2020 that was called Minimum Wage Love, where he was like romanticizing being poor? I was like, shut up, dude.
The Maroon 5 frontman is sharing insight into his and Blake's decade-long friendship. During an April 28th appearance on Late Night with Seth Meyers, Adam is asked what it's been like returning to The Voice for season 27 without the country superstar by his side.
I apologize for the question I'm going to ask you because I know everybody asks you that.
Hit me.
Do you miss Blake?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just not a memorable guy.
No. Oh, you don't miss him and you also don't remember him.
I forgot who he was. I don't know who you're talking about.
Noting the musicians have a special dynamic after years of coaching on The Voice together, Seth then recounted a hilarious story from when Blake was a guest on Late Night.
Again, he was on this show and he said something that started very sweet, which is he said, I think, want Adam to play at my wedding because his songs are so boring.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
like nobody will remember that part of it. But
Yeah.
you guys had to come to an agreement about like burning each other on camera, right? Because obviously
Yeah.
you're real friends.
First of all, he would be lucky to have us play at his wedding.
Yeah, of course. By the way,
he'd be lucky. All right? All right, Blake? I know you're watching this because you're not doing anything right now because you're not on The Voice anymore.
All right, there's it's kind of like the whole Jimmy Kimmel, Matt Damon thing. Now, I am not the biggest 90 Day Fiance thing. The only reality show I've ever really gotten into was Jersey Shore because it was funny. But here's this.
Happy Hot Topic!
90 Day Fiancé's Jasmine Panetta is opening up about the truth behind her recent baby news. Jasmine and Matt Brainess welcomed their baby girl Matilda in March. And on the April 28th tell-all episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Matt shared his initial reaction to the baby news.
Yeah, and they have these like live shows where they like take these phone calls and that. I feel like 90 Day Fiancé is like if porn acting was a reality show. Not because it's dirty, but just the acting is so fake.
Pretty scared. I don't know what it is. I kind of been running from it. So since I was young, you know, I'm running from getting married or having children. But I'm getting to the age, you know, where it's time for me to grow up, maybe have kids.
Duh.
But I was definitely scared when she told me.
All right, there's we're gonna call my friend Lindsay, who is the official 90 Day Fiancé correspondent of Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe. Pick up. If this was War of the Roses, she would have picked up first call. That's how you know those prank calls are fake. She didn't even pick up. I'm the only radio show where I call somebody and they don't pick up. Oh, it's great radio.
Your call.
I just texted Lindsay. That was me. Let me see if I can get her. All right, let me look at this headline real quick while we try to get Lindsay, the 90 Day Fiancé correspondent. Shannon Sharp's rape accuser won't release key evidence sex video. And that is because she's a liar. She got caught lying to us. There needs to be a public apology to the one and only Shannon Sharp. Because he did nothing wrong. It was consensual. It was of age. And you know what? I texted Lindsay. I said, hey, can I call you for this segment? And she's not picking up. All good. It's all good in the neighborhood. What the hell is going on with Kim Kardashian?
Happy Hot Topic!
Today in France began the trial of the alleged gunman accused of robbing her of $10 million in jewelry, including that $4 million engagement ring from Kanye at her Paris
Yeah, that engagement ring means nothing now, let's be honest.
hotel suite. Back in 2020, Kim sat down with David Letterman on
Can you believe that was 9 years ago this robbery happened?
his Netflix series, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction, and shared her entire terrifying experience.
The robbers are dressed as policemen. Is that what
Yeah.
I infer here?
Policemen with masks on.
How many were in the room with you?
Two.
Just the two.
But they brought in the concierge from downstairs, handcuffed, with a gun up to him. They were yelling at me in French, and I just sat up, and they kept on saying, the ring, the ring. And I was just so startled. I was like, you know, what? Like, it didn't compute to me for a minute. And then the guy goes, the ring. And I had put it up by the side of my bed. So I handed him my ring, and then he grabbed me, and I was wearing a robe, and I wasn't wearing anything under it.
No.
She's getting worked up. To me, this is the first time I've actually seen something genuine from Kim.
We all right?
And he grabbed me and pulled me towards him. But I wasn't wearing anything underneath. So I was like, okay, this is like the time I'm gonna get raped. Like, just deal, like it's gonna happen. Just prepare yourself. But then he tied me up with handcuffs and then zip ties and then duct taped my mouth and my eyes. And before he duct taped my eyes, because that was the last thing, I saw he found my whole jewelry box and like
Yeah, when you're that rich, you're like, please take my items, but don't rape me.
Held it up like, aha, you know, like we got it. But I kept on looking at the concierge because I didn't know who he was. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what is happening? Are we gonna die? Just tell them I have children. Like I have babies, I have a husband, I have a family. Like I have to get home. I saw him have a gun out to me and I was like, okay, this is it. And I just kept on thinking about Kourtnei. I kept on thinking she's gonna come home and I'm gonna be dead in the room.
That's not
and
good.
She's gonna be traumatized for the rest of her life if she sees me. And then the guy kept on whispering to me like, you're okay, you're okay. The guy that didn't have the gun, just like, shh, if you shh, you okay. And he picked me up and he put me in a bathtub. And then he picked me up again and just put me on the floor and ran.
So there's that. This is interesting. Kristen Cavallari shows off her plastic surgery at Stagecoach 2025. And I will post that picture on RyanHappyRadio.com. It's very funny with her. What's funny about it is everybody talks about like Paris Hilton sleeping around and Kim Kardashian sleeping around. But let's be honest here. Her body count is as long as a CVS receipt.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning. RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Welcome to the age limit and a dress code.
Here is Joe Budden and Royce the 5'9" with 40/40 Club on Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
These are tight pants and colorful fucking shirt. And don't come naked, though.
That motherfucking beef ain't new to us. Get off my computer nuts before I go Freddie Fox from the Flavor Unit bus. Plus, you know my La Costa Nostra. To stretch a nigga out like he Rosa Costa. Nope, you blew it. I'm a boxer, I come up a lame. Oh, let's do it. I hit you with the Waka Flocka flame. I don't need backing, so it's no need for shady. It's no need for police, your homies, your lady. We can lace them up, pay-per-view, however you want to, and then donate all the proceeds to Haiti. Your man's major. I keep a hitman with me that done took care of more people than Fantasia. I'm bonkers, I'm cuckoo, I'm beyond Gonzo. The rocket launch is like a part of my ensemble. On top of that, I got niggas in Boston that got my back, and they gon' assist me like Rajon Rondo. So fuck peace. The day I quit beefing to be the same day I grow a hangnail on my butt cheek. My mama got fangs, my daddy got duck's feet. I was genetically predisposed to fuck freaks. I'm like my nigga Joey B. I don't worry about the win as long as I get the girl in the end. Y'all niggas be dead if looks get killed. My money taller than y'all. Y'all spending Bushwick bills in y'all ghetto. Squeezing you weak when I spark metal. You leak and therefore you squeak in the falsetto. My shit is nothing like you heard before. Get it right. Our shit is knocking like our words be doors. We can fight. That's right. Put your dukes up and let your fist pump like you on a Jersey Shore. Paranoia is my normal activity. I ghost you. How you seeing Paranormal Activity? I roast you. When he rhyming off the Patron, you might want to Catron. He would burn you like Penny's mama off of Good Times. I'm fly as shit, but grounded like the Gaza Strip. But let's be honest, I'm surrounded by 1,000 tits. I claim the town. Before I give you lames the crown, you get it soon as Snoop gains a pound. We too vicious, plus we got pits in the back and dirty money like them two bitches.
Been living on interest, stock exchange, but I'm watching lanes with interest. It's wild to change. What part of the game is this? Bunch of dicks in the studio, so I take mine elsewhere. I'm Rick Rubio. Homie, make sure you speak to me sober. One in the head, heat and holster. Don't care if you cross country. I'm there before the weekend's over, and you'll be swinging at the air. No weed controller, but I don't care to speak on chrome. Hard to not live a movie when you got got theater seats at home. No wonder she want chills. Seat back with a friend. She seen when I dump, boo, I let her keep that binge. Big got them acting like they on a relapse binge. Start kicking my door down like I don't need that hinge. The realest to ever do it, he a must in the game. If you don't get the picture, then readjust the frame. It's simple mathematics, Einstein. Learned to walk a fine line off that battle shit. It's grind time. Rap for hire, call me if help is needed. I got this whole shit covered, the real Revis. So if you looking for me, I'm relaxing with a bird on Hell's Kitchen asking for dessert. So when I'm recording, dummies become non-important. They think the book of Eli was written by Tom Coughlin. I ain't with the trash talking, that's distortion, mass extortion. All of your raps is appalling. Want to see me dead? I'll invite them to the funeral and they can keep the stains off my glass coffin. Yep, it's Joe, a regular flow. If your ones ain't Gail King right next to a O, it's not a thing, just lie, be the next to blow. I don't need a private jet, just a window seat, exit row. And if I decide to peel arms, I'm interrupting with no pardon. I ain't Mike Wilpon from day one, he just speak his mind. Cause loose leaves don't come with subtitles, can't read between the lines. You think anybody on your TVB and your top of Elite 3 then CC me? Fifth gear, we kicking up dust, motherfucker. We only competing with us, motherfucker. Hope everybody had a good time out there. Hey, no entry allowed if you got them fucking fake diamonds on these. You can fool them bitches, you can't fool us. The light hit it different. Make sure it's fucking laces in your shoes too. Not all the funny shit with the straps. We ain't five, right? And bring your notebook. Learn something, nigga. Huh? You fuck of a fuck nigga, you? You a one fuck of a fuck nigga, man. Who's your fucking hairstylist? Hey, don't talk to me if you got a hairstylist. You gotta have a barber. Nigga. Happy New Year. We only exuding positive energy. Slow it out. One more thing. Check it.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afuera Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RyanHoppe.
happyhourradio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, Hammerin Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate's degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
Hey, what's up? It's Babs from Wild 94.1, the afternoon diva. Shout out my guy Ryan Hoppe. Make sure you tune in to Happy Hour, the best 60 minutes of your life.
Hey, this is Meredith from O and the Freak Show on Wild 94.1 in Tampa Bay, and you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
He is a brilliant, upcoming superstar, Ryan Seacrest. What? Oh, Ryan Hoppe. Hey, this is Lex from the Lex and Terry Syndicated Radio Network, and we're here to tell you, we don't like young people, but we like this guy. Now, back to Ryan Hoppe with the Happy Hour.
Hey, everybody, this is Terry James from the nationally syndicated radio show Lex and Terry, and you are listening to Happy Hour with my man, Ryan Hoppe.
Ryan Hoppe's on the mic, and he's not holding back.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Ryan's tall like the sky.
Oh, sure.
6'9", he's fly. From Chicago to the Bay. In St. Pete he'll stay. Talk of love and fame. Dating life's his game.
I got it.
News all stars he spills. With laughter fills. Happy Hour, all you need.
Oh, sure.
Rich and Ely, take a seat.
I got it.
Ryan's got the groove. Happy Hour makes you move.
My favorite part.
A cat by his side.
And here's my cat. If you're on the work site, just blare this for the next 20 seconds. By the way, 856-49-HOPPY, 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Now, I want you to freak out your coworkers if you're listening on a job site, so just blare this.
Happy Hot Topic.
New York State would ban cell phones in public schools bell to bell under an agreement announced Monday by...
Here's why I don't like this. I don't like this because there is an epidemic. There is a problem that is unspoken. We have become numb to shootings. And the problem is, if we don't react to shootings, then it's only going to get worse. I think they should have like a fake phone, something where they can only reach out to like emergency contacts. I'm being serious.
Governor Kathy Hochul. The governor did not reveal a lot of details, but her office has previously said that schools would have some flexibility over how to implement it. If
I like that part.
Approved by state lawmakers, New York would join at least 8 states now that have enacted measures banning or restricting students' use of cell phones.
I feel like class of 2012 when I graduated was like the last class that like cell phones did not rule the world.
In schools.
So there's that. And here's my favorite part of the Today Show videos.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget,
problem.
you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just
whatever, Al Roker. I do. You. I feel bad for the Weezer artist, the guy from Weezer, and his wife's a psychopath.
Whoa! Happy hot topic.
Put the gun down!
That is Jillian, barefoot and holding a pistol in her right hand.
You have to be a real scumbag for a pretty girl to be shot at.
Security footage from various angles show her walking around the house prior to the police confrontation.
Lay the gun down! Lay the gun down! She's armed.
Just moments later, after cops allegedly see her point the weapon, you can hear at least 8 shots fired repeatedly.
Hey, put the gun down! Put it down! Put it down on the ground!
Sounds like South St. Pete.
Jillian was hit in the shoulder and later laid face down on the street and arrested. The chaotic incident unfolded after 3 suspects fled the scene of a nearby hit and run. One of the suspects ended up in a neighbor's yard.
I see him.
Jillian was presumably carrying the gun in self-defense. No charges have been filed as prosecutors review evidence. The 51-year-old who's been in treatment for cancer has a possible court date on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Gene Hackman's final autopsy results have been revealed, and there is a heartbreaking new detail.
Man, he died in like the worst way possible.
I just want to stop working so much.
The medical examiner's official report indicates the Oscar winner may have been close to starving. The reason? Well, it's believed Hackman's wife, Betsy, died 6 days before him, and Gene, who suffered from Alzheimer's, was apparently not able to care for himself.
That's sad.
While the official cause of death is heart disease, we learn the legendary actor who starred in 80 movies had a pacemaker implanted in 2019.
I'm changing my lifestyle in some ways, diet, and trying to stay away from some stress. So I feel great. Thank you.
Yeah, even though you were a deadbeat dad. Speaking of a deadbeat dad.
Christy Brinkley is getting candid about her relationship with ex-husband Peter Cook, which she reportedly described as tortured. In her new memoir titled Uptown Girl, the 71-year-old opened up about the moment
Man, she looks great for 70.
she found out in 2006 that her ex was cheating on her with a teenager. She recalled that she was giving a commencement speech to a local high school in the Hamptons when a man approached her. Quote, "Excuse me," he said softly. "I need to tell you that arrogant husband of yours has been having an affair with my teenage daughter." She wrote, according to an excerpt published by People. The former model added that she was so stunned that she froze, sharing, quote, "When your whole world falls apart and you realize in a heartbeat you suddenly become the cliche middle-aged woman whose husband is having an affair with a much, much younger woman, what do you do?"
Bang someone.
She then recalled, according to an excerpt published by Us Weekly, quote, "I knew from Peter's face that he was guilty, and in that moment I thought I was going to pass out on stage in front of hundreds of people." She added, quote, "When I stood back up, I asked the man for his card, but he told me he didn't have one and that he was a police officer in town, so all I had to do was to go into the station if I wanted the full story." Brinkley also revealed that she did some digging on her family computer alongside 2 of her friends and found a labyrinth of files, detailing, quote,
I want to know how old this teen was.
"A panoply of incriminating photos and porn accounts populated the screen like fireworks, and before I knew it, my printer was shooting beaver shots out of the room." Cook had been having an affair with Diana Bianchi, who was a teenager at the time. During Brinkley and Cook's divorce trial in 2008, Cook testified that he hired Bianchi to work for his architecture firm. Bianchi testified that Cook seduced her while they were working together.
All right, so there's that. And then there is this. I could not believe it's been 14 years since the royal wedding. I remember I was in high school, and a lot of girls in class were talking about it, and then my mom was up at 4 a.m. watching it. Time is flying.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Kate Middleton and Prince William are celebrating their 14th wedding anniversary.
Crazy.
The pair traveled to Scotland, where they first met. The Prince and Princess of Wales, who are also known by their Scottish titles, the Duke and Duchess of Rothesay, when in Scotland, are spending their anniversary on the Isle of Mull. The townspeople and tourists lined up to catch a glimpse of the pair as they walked around, touring the island and visiting community halls.
Kate Middleton seemed like a decent enough person.
The two wore matching outfits, wearing
cute, man,
brown blazers with blue button-down shirts.
I'd rather have that marriage than Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Before their excursion, the Prince and Princess posted a video to their official X account.
With fewer than 3,000 residents, even for an outsider like me, you quickly become part of the furniture. The close-knit population and rich cultural history means the sense of community here is really strong. Everyone looks out for everyone.
So there's that. I see this here. Sydney Sweeney is actually saddling up with Brandon Sklenar, who she did that romantic movie with, and they were seen at Stagecoach. By the way, if I'm Jonathan Davino, and I'll post a picture of them at RyanHappyRadio.com, but if I'm her ex, Jonathan Davino, whenever she's with Jonathan Davino in public, why I don't even know why they're hanging out, but whenever they're in public, she's never showing off her body. But when she's with that other guy, she is showing off her boobies. So if I'm Jonathan Davino, that makes me feel freaking pathetic. Gayle King was at Beyonce's Carter tour and was wearing an outfit that would cost a lot of money, and people were hating on that. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Now listen, I am not a Gayle King fan. You'll never hear me defend Gayle King, but here's the thing. The thing is this. The thing is, they have the money. And if they want to flaunt it, whatever. You can hate on the space trip, but them using their money is stupid. Kelly Stafford gets honest about marriage ups and downs. Why is God doing this to me? Marriage is effing hard. Anyone who tells you differently is lying through their teeth. Well, it's definitely harder when you're talking about banging his backup quarterback last year. Now, all of a sudden, you're putting someone else first. There's kids involved. It becomes tougher and tougher with the more things thrown your way. There's been so many ups and downs in our marriage. There really has. I would say the first year of marriage was really, really hard. One of my radio mentors once told me that if your relationship is not honeymoon for the first 5 years, that it's doomed. She was also saying that I'm not saying he changed as a person when he got drafted by the Lions. He's still the same guy that I've always known when it comes to his personality and the way he is with people and stuff like that. But I will say there was something that I had to adjust to, which was the more crazy, fun Matthew to the professional Matthew. That was something I was thrown off by. All of a sudden, we couldn't go dancing at the bars and we couldn't do the things I used to love to do. Yeah. Because you're a washed up party girl. Mm-hmm. What's going on with Tom Holland? He was visiting Zendaya on set of Euphoria, which I feel like he's very self-conscious that she's going to cheat on him because he always has to be seen.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Zendaya is the one.
Tom Holland visiting his one fiancée Zendaya on set of Euphoria Season 3.
I just feel very lucky. That's really all I always kind of say.
That's the Spider-Man couple hanging outside the actress's trailer alongside their pooch Noon.
Yeah, it was sweet. So I felt incredibly loved and grateful for all of that. So, I have no complaints.
I'd be stupid to say that I wouldn't be the luckiest kid alive.
It's the first time the two have been spotted since Z hard launched their engagement, rocking her massive sparkler on the Golden Globes red carpet in January.
Honey, we know
other stuff going on.
Yeah, I
There's
heard.
a lot going on.
I don't know why. He just seems really insecure. And no, that's not me projecting about being insecure, so you cannot say that.
A private couple hasn't addressed their engagement or wedding plans, and the two have pretty packed schedules ahead.
Duh.
With Zendaya wrapping up Euphoria filming and both stars shooting 2 films together.
All right, so they're spending a lot of time together. Lily Allen apologizes for being mean to Katy Perry about Out of Touch Blue Origin flight. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there is nothing that drives me more nuts than when a celebrity says something that's worth saying, that's outspoken, and then they get backlash from the popular people. And like, people will do it to Taylor, they'll do it to Katy Perry, and then they're like, I'm sorry, please forgive me. It's like, you know what? Shut up. People can say what they want about me, but I stick by my guns. And I'll stick by my guns by saying, Mike Kelta is a fake friend, and Dizzy is a bitch.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
I'm laughing at your mama, just in case you can't see.
Now hit the Yoshi on him, hit the Yoshi on him, hit the Yoshi on him, hit the Yoshi on him. Now Super Mario that hoe, Super Mario that hoe, Super Mario that hoe, Super Mario that hoe. I hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe, hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe, hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe, Super Mario that hoe, Super Mario that hoe. I hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe, hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe, hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe, Super Mario that hoe, Super Mario that hoe. I see them rolling, riding, they vibing to the song. Them boys start acting up, hit the Donkey Kong. It rolls so hard, it's scuffing up your Genesis. Run game to your game like Sega Genesis. Bring it up to the sky, then being low. Don't play with it like Nintendo. If a nigga really wanna get it, I can show it to you. Here I go. Don't think about it, hit the Super Mario. I hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe. Hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe. Hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe. Super Mario that hoe. Super Mario that hoe. I hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe. Hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe. Hit the Yoshi on him, and Super Mario that hoe. Super Mario that hoe. Super Mario that hoe. I do the Heisman if you stank in the club. I throw them balls. I do the Yoshi on them niggas. Super Mario that hoe. See me hit the G5, running on my tippy toes. I'm in the club hitting the Yoshi with about 50 hoes. I'm King Kong on the beat, got King Kong in the trunk. Hey, this up in the club, niggas say that this the fun. On the bounce, on your toes, gonna hit the Yoshi. Hold on when you done with all of that. Hit the Super Mario. I hit the Yoshi on them, and Super Mario that hoe. Hit the Yoshi on them, and Super Mario that hoe. Hit the Yoshi on them, and Super Mario that hoe. Super Mario that hoe. Super Mario that hoe. I hit the Yoshi on them, and Super Mario that hoe. Hit the Yoshi on them, and Super Mario that hoe. Hit the Yoshi on them, and Super Mario that hoe. Super Mario that hoe. Super Mario that hoe. Y'all niggas just to know who the best is. I hang on every block, sorta like Tetris. Me and my dogs fly around like insects. Me and Luigi trying to get at the princess. To know, nigga, I'm the worldwide bomb.
hours closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Hey everybody, this is Dave Pratt in Arizona, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour!
Hey, what's up? This is Eddie Volkman from the Eddie and Jobo radio show, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey kids, it's Brother Weeze, and you are listening to the Hoppe Hour.
Back with the man who says what everyone's thinking. This is Ryan Hoppe on Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yeah. Yo, it's Hoppe Hour, Ryan on the mic.
Yeah.
And dirt on celebs and the scenes you like. Talking sex and love, pulling no disguise. When you're feeling low, we finna hit the highs. Hoppe Hour with Ryan, let's get it going. Dripping in the
856
juice that's flowing.
49 Hoppe.
Throwback energy.
856-494-6773.
Keep it growing.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Celeb stories.
You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
We're all in the truest way. When Ryan starts spitting, you're here to stay.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
More information is coming to light about Virginia Giuffre's final months. The 41-year-old, who was one of the women who accused Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew of alleged sexual abuse, died
Yeah, it's ridiculous how they're just going to get away with it.
last week by suicide. Her family confirmed her passing in a statement to NBC News on April 25th, but wouldn't go into more detail about her shocking death. Quote, "We are still processing everything."
When she was in that car crash and then she said she had a few days to live, I was wondering if that's what she meant.
Her sister-in-law, Amanda Roberts, told People magazine on April 26th. However, leading up to her death, her family claimed to the outlet that Giuffre was prevented from seeing her children. Quote,
That's sad. It's a sad life. This is what makes me not believe in God. Like, I try to be religious because I have friends who are religious and my family's religious. But why would God let this happen?
"It's the worst pain in the world to not have access to your children," her brother, Sky Roberts, told People in an interview on April 3rd. "Can you imagine the pain? I will tell you, all of the physical pain will never amount to the pain of being separated from your children in that way." Roberts is seemingly referring to a family restraining order that Giuffre's estranged husband, Robert Giuffre, reportedly filed. She allegedly violated.
Unfortunately, I got to say this. If a woman gets the kids taken away, that means she's really crazy. Because the system is set up against men.
That restraining order in February, according to multiple outlets, but she denied the claim. A rep for her told E! Online on April 2nd, quote, "Virginia looks forward to defending herself against his malicious claim." Although it's unclear what led her estranged husband to reportedly file a restraining order, People reported that she first appeared in court on March 19th for allegedly breaching the order and didn't enter a plea. Prior to the death, she alleged her ex physically abused her. They separated in 2023. Access Hollywood has reached out to her husband for...
Can you imagine you reached out for comment after your wife kills herself? Like, I know that media has to do that, but they are shameless.
Comment. He has not publicly spoken out regarding the alleged abuse claims. His attorney previously spoke out to People and issued a statement that reads, quote, "Unfortunately, as the issues you raise are before the courts in Australia, both he and anyone associated with the case, including Miss Giuffre or her agents, are prohibited from discussing or utilizing the media. Therefore, there is no comment." Giuffre's family announced her passing on April 25th with a statement to NBC News. Quote, "It is with utterly broken hearts that we announce that Virginia passed away last night at her farm in Western Australia," her family said in a statement to NBC News, adding, quote, "She lost her life to suicide after being a lifelong victim of sexual abuse and sex trafficking.
Virginia was a fierce warrior in the fight against sexual abuse and sex trafficking. She was the light that lifted so many survivors. In the end, the toll of abuse is so heavy that it became unbearable for Virginia to handle its weight. Giuffre was one of the most prominent accusers of Epstein and his associate Ghislaine Maxwell for allegedly sex trafficking underage girls. She provided critical information to law enforcement that led to both of their convictions per NBC News. Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year sentence for
I love calling her Ghislaine Maxwell.
recruiting and grooming teenage girls to be sexually abused by Epstein per NBC
She's the most evil one because she's a woman.
News. Epstein was arrested on federal sex trafficking and conspiracy charges in 2019 and was found dead in his cell in Manhattan.
That was very sketchy. I still think it was like an episode of Ray Donovan. He was just shot.
Death was ruled a suicide.
Yeah, we know that's not true. And what's going on with this fucking loser?
Happy Hot Topic!
Time with ex-wife Sarah Ferguson.
Let me rewind that, my bad.
Prince Andrew is spending time with ex-wife Sarah Ferguson.
Can you imagine being married to him and knowing that he's a pedophile? That is no good.
In his first public appearance since Virginia Giuffre, one of his...
They're showing the picture of of Prince Andrew and Virginia, and Ghislaine Maxwell has this creepy smile where she's not all there. Like in a lot of the pictures, she's just not human.
Since Virginia Giuffre, one of his and Jeffrey Epstein's accusers of sexual abuse, died by suicide. The younger brother of King Charles III was photographed driving from Royal Lodge, his home in Windsor, on April...
It's just weird how these rich and elite are all pedophiles. I don't get it, man.
27th with the Duchess of York in the passenger seat. Indeed, Andrew's casual outing comes just 3 days after Giuffre's family shared the tragic news, per NBC News, that the 41-year-old died by suicide on her farm in near Gabby, Australia, and her loved ones attributed many of the struggles that ultimately led to her demise to the alleged sexual abuse she endured as a minor. Her family said in a recent statement to the outlet, "It is with utterly broken hearts that we announce that Virginia passed away last night. She lost her life to suicide after being a life..."
This is why I really hope there's like some type of an afterlife or a God, because she deserves the most grand afterlife.
Lifelong victim of sexual abuse and sex trafficking. The statement continued, Virginia was a fierce warrior in the fight against sexual abuse.
All right, so we heard that, but honestly, a round of applause to you. You're an angel and you fought the good fight. See, I'm not always a shock jock on air. So, Madison Beer is this artist who really took off overseas, but in America, she just never was like Halsey or some of the other singers from the late 2010s. And when I worked at How 1015, they held a concert at the, I forget the name of the bar that's on the water. It's on the other side of the Courtney Campbell Bridge. It's where Hogan's bar used to be. And Madison Beer was there and nobody showed up and she was a real brat. But then when you hear about stories like I'm about to play, it makes you wonder if she was exploited.
Happy Hot Topic!
Madison Beer is opening up.
That could have been a better transition. Sorry, guys.
Madison Beer is opening up about being dropped by her label and sexualized at 14.
It's freaking weird.
Pop star was initially discovered by Justin Bieber when he shared one of her YouTube covers, which led to being signed by his manager Scooter Braun in 2012.
Yeah, Scooter Braun is bad news, man.
But 3 years later, the singer was dropped by her manager and record label, Island Records, over what was claimed to be creative differences. Speaking to Cosmopolitan on April 28th, the now 26-year-old says she believes the real reason she was dropped was because she hadn't been successful enough and her sex appeal.
Yeah, she was a very boring girl. Like, she was very pretty in person, but she had that, like, bitch face. You know, like when you go to a bar and there's a girl you find really attractive, but she's just frowning and on her phone? That's her.
She tells the outlet, "There was a conversation around me when I was 14. I remember people being like, she's too sexy, and we can't see the sex because she's so young, so we'd have to wait." That's
freaking weird.
A real conversation.
I can't imagine, like, being into kids. Like, they're annoying, dude.
Grown men talking about how I was too sexy. I was 14. The artist adds that many of those who she thought of as family at the time cut her off after the ordeal. She says, "I felt like I was a dollar sign to them, and when I didn't
Unfortunately, you were.
bring in enough money, they didn't care about me anymore."
Well, yeah, they never cared about you. I'm sorry. So I love when a man gets accused of cheating in the news. Everybody rushes to shame him. But when a woman does it, she's applauded.
Happy Hot Topic!
And when a woman does it, we just go on to believe her.
Christina Hack is fighting back rumors about her new relationship. Nearly a year after the HGTV star and Josh Hall filed for divorce, and she began dating boyfriend Christopher LaRocca.
Yeah, she probably was banging him on the side while with Josh.
She slammed an accusation that her current relationship began as a result of cheating on her.
Yeah, she did a Giselle Bundchen.
Estranged husband.
She just looks like a side chick.
Rep tells the Daily Mail in a statement April 29th, quote, Christina was separated when she met Chris, adding that Christopher's ex, Andrea Deanna, who alleged Christina and Christopher had been unfaithful in their former romances, quote, continues to make false allegations and spread lies.
I've worked with people that cheat on their wife, and then people get mad when people find out. And then they'll get mad when people find out. And it's like, but you're cheating on your wife. You were putting your penis inside of someone else. It's not your wife. I know that sounds cringe to say, but that's what cheating is.
Meanwhile, Christopher's rep also denies the cheating allegations, noting that while he was romantically connected to Andrea, their relationship ended prior to he and Christina beginning to see each other. And that, quote, any statement that they met in June is untrue. Meanwhile, Josh has been open about the tough year he faced following his divorce from Christina, which was filed in July of 2024. And his rep noted that he was not surprised by the rumors. Josh's rep also tells the Daily Mail, quote, what's surprising is it took this long for a media outlet to contact Josh and ask about it.
But if it was Josh cheating on her, you know, he would have been reached out in a second.
We've been awaiting this question.
All right, so there's it is time for weed news, and we will do the daily smoke up.
It's time for weed news on Hoppy Hour.
Marijuana. 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 Marijuana.
Turn it down, catch Hoppy on the airwaves. Talking blunts, joints, and all the smoky pathways. Roll the papers tight, blaze them up, elevate. Mornings with the cream, starts the day with heavyweight. Welcome to the Hoppy Hour, spark it loud. News about the herb, cut the starless proud. Joints burning slow, take a smoke, no doubt. High times, feel the vibe, let the green shout. Headlines hitting hard like a blunt.
856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773.
Sit in the strand.
You can tweet me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. All right, let me turn that down. I love how AI, when I made that song, they decided to have cop sirens in the background. It's a little trippy. All right, grab your bowl, your blunt, your bong, your vape, your pen, your edibles, whatever you have, your THC drink, your DZBZHoney.com. Use promo code HOPPE. Whatever you have, let's get high together. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A last one. One more. Oh, yeah.
Biz trends from the street to the store. Every puff, every hit, wanting more. Welcome to the Hoppy Hour, spark it loud. News about the herb, got the starless proud. Joints burning slow, take a smoke, no doubt.
Happy Hot Topic!
Now to our GMA cover story, THC beverages, they're exploding.
Yeah, they are. No one wants to drink alcohol anymore. Let us have one thing, please. We don't have a good economy. We can't afford houses. Let us have THC drinks in Kratom and Kava.
Popularity projected to become a more than $4 billion industry by 2028, but there are some concerns about them.
Why? Let us get high. The news is such a buzzkill, man.
Pilgrim is back with the story. Good morning again, Eva.
Hey again, Michael. You might have seen them in stores or on social media. Cans of THC seltzer or bottles of cannabis-infused spirits. Many are turning to these products as more.
Of course, they're fun and they get you high and they help you sleep.
More people look for alternatives to alcohol. A lot of them look very similar to other beverages, and some.
That's the problem. Is they're like going to go on the news and say, "Oh, there's kids that have drank it." Well, then it's bad parenting to keep it around.
Experts cautioning consumers that they should be mindful of what they're purchasing and how they're consuming them.
Here's what I hate. I hate that there's people that want Kratom to be banned, want Kava to be banned, and want this stuff to be banned. And they go, because this happened to this person. Well, if you overdose from it, you should know that it's going to do it to you. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just not let others have it because other people don't know how to handle it.
Ooh, that's really good.
So there's that. They're just going to show TikToks of people doing it. But honestly, stop being a buzzkill. Life's too short.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
He's like hockey, retired. Padded room, February 24th. JoeButtonTV.com. We up, niggas. Internet soldiers. I hope this nigga can fight better than he can diss. You lose in both arenas, home and away. You like the Knicks. They call it fucking slaughterhouse for a reason, nigga. Joey? Nigga fell for the job. Woo! Told y'all. Joey. Nigga fell for the mousetrap. Nigga put cheese right on the mousetrap. You came right to it, dick. Look. It's like a lose-lose, already my rep ruined. How I beat dude, we know we'll accept losing. Me, underachiever was an underachiever. Almost thought you would come with the ether. I know we got niggas in this camp like spazzing them, gassing them, baffling them. Real talk, son don't wanna see ya. The scram should've put both hands around your neck. Said you better get your can fuck from under the cleaver. I'm the one that'll beast ya. You got a gut feeling you hot. Me, I think you can't stomach a fever. Can't think of why a whack nigga wanted with me for. I leave my mark on you like it's one of your features. Ask how I feel to have made no face. I'm way ahead, man, this ain't no race. Stop playing, I'm the bomb with the pen. I'm more like a bomb with no pen. How the fuck is Saigon gonna win? He lost the interest. Talking about my son is senseless. So I make sure the dude can't see, smell, like he can't touch, can't taste it. Now he defenseless. Cause ain't a bullet in this world he can bench press. Speak to Gary, I'ma speak Austin. The one that'll suck your dick if you flossing. Game old bitch that everybody was tossing. The one that you literally begged for that abortion. So we both going wild. Say we both love hoes and that's just our style. Besides, you think it's a different for nigga you go and see now. I just kiss mine and yours is the mother of your child. Got deal at your entourage. Nigga couldn't get a deal on Entourage. So like, how's it harder to be me if I lose in real life, but you can't even win on TV? Me, I'm probably iller. Hollywood gorillas in your lobby with the shotty and chinchillas. You a rapper, a bodybuilder. I have them in the ER with Doc trying to put them back together like a bodybuilder. Please tell me why dude just blaze sign. Can't even get a baseline out of baseline. Look at the new kid, sounding stupid. Nigga, I made just more money than you did. The nerve of the loser. Keep trying to hide whack ass bars behind the work of producers. And the word on computers is the MIA, cause he been fell off like Young Berg on a scooter. So, him and his bass flow need to lay low. Couple red lights to ruin his whole stage show. To put him on my payroll. How's he the yard father when I'm dictating where the grades go? Been years, he taking L still. Turtle couldn't help, or maybe a shell will. Don't look like a winner to me. Small meal to a pitchfork, you looking like dinner to me. Plus your dispatch sound like a beginner to me. Your whole shines like a dimmer to me. Fight cool, nigga. You better know how we get it in yours. Velcro his tongue, hope dude stick to his word. Think you'll be in an alley covered, and you don't love the kids. You just want us to think that you Sally Struthers. I bet you with the worst kind of men, dudes who become everything they condemn. You would think that jail learned him a lesson until he brag about everything he learned in jail. Nah, I don't think his struggle was lacking. He did a long bid, came home and had trouble with that. Been afraid of adulthood, has trouble relaxing, no choices. Had to try his hustle with rapping. Here's a jewel. Maybe you should put your first disc out on Amazon before you go frontin' when the camera on. And the poor fans kept the hope, but prison is the only place he was next to blow. So he called me a fag like he homophobic, cause they had him on his knees like homo holders. Run around, Beatz screaming, oh, don't poke it. It's a small world. How you think Joe don't know it? Guess there's where the lies get deeper. He went in a tight end, but came out a wide receiver. There's bones in your closet that you can't hide. Fans know you went to jail. Me, I know why. Sigh, you ain't brolic enough. Somebody better play third wheel and try to stop the fuck. Cause I put it in fifth gear. Like who we gonna threaten next? Fill his whole body with metal. Now he Weapon X. Had to up back in from go. Shirt always up. How does it feel? D'Angelo. They get naked like a damn hooker. My dude's out of town to book ya. Your whole gangster's brown sugar. With no point through his block. Had the world waiting. Flexing for 10 minutes like he had a girl chasing. Just co-signed for you. Said you had a classic. Now he got no time for you. Wrote you off on taxes. Now he lonely, vulnerable, looking soft. Tried to help him. I've been in his shoes. I just took them off. To put it simply, how can he offend me? I could teach him how to live real major on an indie. So picture dude upsetting me. Stop complaining and take control of your own fucking destiny. He blames radio, blames Atlantic, Craig Cowman, but I can't blame him. They panic. Nobody's scared. He's like hockey, retired for a minute, came back and nobody cares. So for me to take it serious, Holmes, get moved, loaded Lux Gin, maybe Sirius Jones to help write your shit, make your brand anew. If not, look for the nation who abandoned you. Be mad at yourself and ask yourself, you know I'm a rap giant, why plaque yourself? Dude went ahead, asked himself. He cut off his nose despite his face, Mike jacked himself. Ryan, how the fuck you think less of me?
Okay, the beef between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively
is getting worse.
Is so real that Travis Kelce has unfollowed Ryan Reynolds.
That's when you know it's real. That's when you know there's bad news there.
Big deal because in celebrity world, this is end of friendship.
Who holds grudges more, guys or girls?
Well, girls.
Guys!
We fight. We like fight.
Charlie, you've never been in a fight in your life.
Judging by you held up fisticuffs like this.
I
don't think you've been in a fight.
Prosecutors think that Diddy wants to have a doctor testify that he was too messed up to know that he was doing anything wrong.
Yeah. A lot of times people use that as an excuse, but honestly, I feel like when you're messed up, that's the real side of you.
The freak offs. He might have been using drugs and alcohol. They're going to talk about this as kind of a drug culture kind of thing, that they were taking MDMA. Nobody's forcing.
Yeah, but there are other places that like everyone's on MDMA and none of this stuff happens.
Yes.
Good point.
Yeah.
Like music festivals.
Charlie, you sound like you're concerned that MDMA is going to be besmirched in this.
I think that's accurate. Charles?
The Kim K robbery trial is starting 9 years after the robbery in Paris. You'll recall she was tied up with plastic cables at gunpoint.
I would just love a really authentic French trial.
I hope they dress them like French robbers with the black and white stripes.
We finally got answers to the Shedeur Sanders draft day prank phone call.
Yeah, that kid's in a lot of trouble.
We're gonna take you with our next speaker right here, man.
It wasn't malicious, it was a gag. It's absolutely malicious. Did you ever make a crank phone call? Maybe.
Yeah. You know Harvey was a prankster after giving a blowjob.
Yes. When I was like 7, I called this app and it said you could buy land in Palm Springs. And I called the number and I said, I'm particularly interested in this.
But even that young, you were like, loved Palm Springs?
Girl's cute. Because she's stupid.
When you're a big, tough NFL player like Travis Kelce, there's only one way to stand up for your woman. By hitting her former BFF's husband where it hurts, in his followers. See you never, Ryan Reynolds.
Travis Kelce has unfollowed Ryan Reynolds, but Ryan is still following Travis, which is interesting.
And confusing, so we'll break it down for you. Ryan Reynolds still follows Taylor, Travis, and Blake. Travis unfollowed Ryan, doesn't follow Blake. Blake follows Ryan and Taylor follows no one. Okay, Queen.
All right, there's that. I'm not in the mood for the TMZ voice guy. Some days I am, but Martha Stewart said she's never had mobile delivery. People are shocked.
Happy Hot Topic!
Martha Stewart doesn't do takeout. The lifestyle maven, 83, joined her
God, she looks good for 83. I know it's because she's rich, but still.
chef, co-star Jose Andrés, 55, on Monday's episode of The Kelly Clarkson Show, where they reminisced about food options when they were shooting their new show in Toronto. Every night, he found the next best restaurant. Stewart said of Andraz, "We had the best dinners. Going out after a 12-hour day, you know what it's like," Stewart told host Kelly Clarkson. "No, I would never do that," Clarkson joked. However, Stewart said dining out was a must during their time in the Canadian city. "You're in a cosmopolitan area where they offer all that good stuff, so you have to try it," Stewart said.
I wonder what she's like in bed.
"I tried to go to every great restaurant in Toronto, and they have great restaurants in Toronto. And I go, do they deliver?" the talk show host quipped. It was then that Stewart made a shocking admission. "Do you want to know a secret? I have never ordered in," she revealed. Clarkson was incredulous.
Yeah, she's a millionaire.
Asking, "Are you kidding me?" "My daughter will vouch for me," Stewart insisted, referring to Alexis Stewart, 59.
AI is not right there with like sounding human, which is probably good, but that voice is just awful. Speaking of someone that is awful.
Happy Hot Topic!
Brianna Chicken Fry reveals plans to write a book.
Oh my goodness. This is when you know you have absolutely nothing. I'm sure she's going to shade Zach Bryan in it and whatever. You know you are a loser when you have to talk about the man and you claim you don't need men, but then you are going to write a book about it. Come on now. You're pathetic.
Sans ghostwriter after Zach Bryan breakup. 6 months after her headline-making split from Zach Bryan, Brianna Chicken Fry LaPaglia revealed that she's in talks to write a book.
What is it going to be called? I'm a Brat?
"I'm coming out with a book, and I'm working with the same publishing team as Paige DeSorbo and Hannah Berner."
Oh, so the other cloud chasers. I know God. I'm just saying.
Hopefully, the Barstool sports personality, 25, said on the Sunday, April 27th, episode of Gia Giudice's Casual Chaos podcast. "I've been having meetings." LaPaglia added that when she had a meeting with the publishing professional,
anyone that's going to read that book is someone I don't want to date.
She asked how other stars have made time to write amid their busy schedules.
Ghostwriters?
"It's so confusing how these people have time to write their own books. And I went in being, I need to write my own thing. I don't want to have a ghostwriter. It really needs to be my voice," she explained.
Yeah, and trust me, we don't want to hear your voice.
"They sent me a bunch of copies from people that have actually written theirs, and fun fact, Paige and Hannah are one of them." While LaPaglia knows a lot of celebrities who write a memoir have used a ghostwriter, she doesn't want her story to be told by another person.
You're 25 years old. Wait 25 years.
A lot of people use ghostwriters, but don't claim that you wrote the whole thing and sat up for hours all night writing a go when you didn't.
Yeah.
She quipped. As for what LaPaglia plans on writing about, she wants to...
Zach Bryan, because that's when she was the most famous. I know she's got Barstool Sports fame in that, but she really peaked with Zach Bryan.
...to talk about her personal experiences, but also incorporate fictionalized elements.
Oh yeah, the fictionalized elements is called being alleged. She doesn't want to get sued, so she's doing it as fiction. But everything she's writing is what she is saying happened in a relationship, because she's a coward.
My book is just going to kind of be about my life, but it's also...
Trust me, you're young. Your life's not that interesting. You probably came from money. You work at Barstool Sports, and you're never the problem. Come on.
So it's going to be mixed with fiction as well, she teased. But I'm going to use stories from my life and then kind of amp them up a little bit.
Yeah. Can you imagine? You got her, you got Kayla Nicole, you got Paige DeSorbo, you got all these women that have to talk about men. And it's like, you do realize that you're just giving the man power.
One topic that will surely come up in LaPaglia's story will be her tumultuous relationship with Brian.
And is there going to be any, admittance that you might be a problem too? Or is it just going to be the man sucks?
The social media star and the country singer, 29, dated for a little over a year before Brian announced in October 2024 that they had split.
That was the smartest decision he ever made.
LaPaglia has candidly spoken out against her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, but she's never the problem. She's a narcissist.
Claiming that she was emotionally abused during their relationship.
So that's called an argument. A lot of women do this. They'll start an argument. It's like if I can make an image of it, it's like there's a whole pile of gasoline in front of them, and the woman grabs the match and tosses it and then walks away. And yeah, the man shouldn't react that way, but then they're like, why is the man mad?
The last year of my life has been the hardest year of my life dealing with the abuse from this dude.
Well, move on. You're just reliving it. This is like when a woman like Taylor writes a diss track about a guy. It's like every time you're just reliving it. Like I went through a bad breakup and I wish my ex the best, but when you still talk about it, it's like you're just reliving it.
She said during a November 2024 episode of her BFF's podcast. I'm still scared right now because I'm scared of him still. My brain.
Why are you scared of him? You didn't dump him, but he dumped you, but you're free. You should be grateful. But that was when you peaked. Because I know you got Barstool Sports fame and blah, blah, blah. You got your own thing. But in reality, you're nothing without him.
Brain's rewired. I'm scared to make him mad. LaPaglia also alleged that Brian offered her $12 million to sign an NDA.
I would too. I'd be like, shut up!
Ensuring that she would never publicly speak about their past relationship.
But this just in, she would never do that because without him, she's nothing.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Day to bring joy to my city. Niggas out here broke, got the nerve to be picky. Give my man some bread, cause I hate to see him shitty. Or back to selling dope just to make a pretty penny. Keeping it 100 with niggas, they keep it 50. Chicago beef with everybody acting like we 50. I told my bitch you fucking with the greatest and you see me. The realest of the realest and the realest of my city. 7-year-old babies getting killed for no reason. Niggas tracking cars, zeroing all these peoples. Real niggas get blessed and share with they niggas. Real niggas fuck bitches, pair to they niggas. Man, these hoes for everybody breaking down the swisher. Put the loud in right around to some music. Only took a break cause I gotta get to it. But coming from, you would probably lose it. 2 little boys got killed when they was hooping. Hawk and some broke niggas beef and started shooting. Guns got abusive and these niggas they abuse it. And the sad part about it, they didn't even make the news. I'm trying to get through it, so I'm watching all my movements, checking bags like Nike, so I tell them just do it. Tell my niggas they my brothers and I treat them like my brothers. Cause my brothers is my niggas, so we equal as each other. Life is but a dream till you wake up with your mother. Smoking Mary J, give you no more drama. Still you gon' come, us cooking up a master plan. Gon' put in the action, motherfucker, take a stand. My bones in the murder capital and he the man. I'm in my own lane, trying to see where I fit in. Take a chance when a man's on the cash advance, so we out here every day trying to chase these bands. Making all this money you would never understand. So go ahead and judge me, I still get to it. And niggas say they winning, but I know they really losing. 12 months later, still riding in that Buick. And if that slow grinding, I'ma be fast paced. Coming like I'm great, cause I know these niggas hate. Looking in the mirror, only nigga don't see fake. Looking in the mirror, only nigga that relate. Coming like I'm great, cause I know these niggas hate. Coming like I'm great, cause I know these niggas hate. Looking in the mirror, only nigga that relate. Looking in the mirror, only nigga that relate.
They wanna know who the hottest in the city, who the problem, and causing all the drama in the city with them goblins. Posted with them 30s and the 40s, all my niggas under 20, but I got 150. Always in the streets if a nigga wanna get me. Don't know in your city, but I started off with baby. Holes on my dick when I pull up and they hit me. I ain't worried about any, cause I'm all he gotta send me. Dropped out of school cause I knew I wouldn't be shit. Now it's that beds if you want me on the remix. Game finna be rich, still can't believe. And it still a get fat down if you want that T-shit. Always need cash, I ain't never on no free shit. My niggas in the streets selling drugs so they sleeping. Posted on the block, almost on top. I could be up on tour making dubs every weekend. You locked up and you ain't got a lawyer while you speaking. Hating ass nigga and you broke while you breathing. Every time you see me, you know I was a demon. You bet I look crazy, you know my niggas fiend. All my niggas shooting with 50 dream teaming. Out in my shows, got them niggas with the beans in. We the pistol gang and they changed by the season. No limit MB4L, bitch, I mean it.
Like I'm great, cause I know these niggas hate. Coming like I'm great, cause I know these niggas hate. Looking in the mirror, only nigga that relate. Looking in the mirror, only nigga that relate. This some him, I'ma catch him. Just foul homicide. Just cause you rapping doesn't mean that he gonna ride. Slap them doors open on the V, let 100 ride. All them face shots need dental to identify. Louis Tony ETC, bitch, I been that guy. Stay high ET, I live in the sky. Yo bitch on me say she tryna get my dick a try. Taking trips with my roadies and my wrists on rollie. On talk to the police, no talk. Out west at the feet, and they put everything on shorty. Made man, made D, touch me, you die. No worries. Lying ass niggas always telling stories. Bitches wanna kick it, tryna be another story. Know a couple broke bitches that done been no more. Know a couple real niggas that can fix that jewelry. I'ma flex that phone, let me get that jewelry. I be smoking heavy Ralph, rolling, need another water. Strippers let me in the club, cause you know I change the weather. I don't care where we at, make us ass today, we'll ever get up on the white settle, smoke them like a cigarette. You can catch us in traffic, we're heavy metal, everywhere we travel. Pop out. Coming like I'm break, cause I know these niggas hate. Better know it. Coming like I'm break, cause I know these niggas hate. Better know it. Looking in the mirror, only nigga that relate. Looking in the mirror, only nigga that relate.
Merch. This shit only for the real, middle finger to the fake. All I do is show love, all you do is just hate. Nigga, I've been self-made ever since 12th grade, and I'm about to blow up like the fucking World Trade. Goddamn. Don't you hate when a nigga fake? Hell yeah, I'm already knowing most niggas snakes. Smile in your face, lie to your face. Still ain't really shit to them, cause they do it every day. Haters, they be coming in all sizes and shapes. Disguise in they face, fake trying to embrace. But I ain't with that, so I just fall back like, nah, my nigga, I'm good, I'm straight. Real talk though, hate is a bitch nigga trait. So if you a real nigga, then I know you can relate. Looking in the mirror, only nigga that relate. So I'm coming in great, cause I know these niggas hate.
Coming like I'm break, cause I know these niggas hate. Coming like I'm break, cause I know these niggas hate. Looking in the mirror, only nigga that relate. Looking in the mirror, only nigga that relate.
Doors closing.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey, it's Jack Murphy, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour.
Hey, this is Jameson from WZLX Boston, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour.
This is Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
It's time for a thrill. Ryan's here with the latest spiel. Sex and stars and love so real. Hoppe Hour hits with a funky feel. Date nights crashing like a scene at dawn. It's the gossip train that you're riding on. Ryan's got the scoop from dusk to morn. On this throwback ride we all belong. Hoppe, 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 it's the hour we crave. Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave. Turn it up, feel the love, let your heart behave. Tune in now, don't you misbehave. Celebs in the mix, it's a hot affair. From crushes to whispers, we're all aware. Every secret told with a naughty flair. Hoppe Hour's live and it's everywhere. Hoppe, Hoppe.
856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me. Enough of that. RyanHoppeRadio at gmail.com. Now listen. I believe that Ariana Grande is a career side chick, and the fact that she is so skinny now is so unattractive. She cheated on Dalton Gomez with Ethan Slater, and Ethan Slater cheated on his wife, his high school sweetheart who had his back, with Ariana Grande, and the media doesn't report it, and it makes me absolutely sick that we even applaud this side chick who is known as an awful person.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
It's a very emotional day.
One popular couple is still going strong after
If you think they're popular, then I don't ever want to be popular. I don't want to have the same word described as this. They're disgusting.
Popular couple is still going strong after 2 years of dating. And
yeah, about probably 2.5, you know, if you include the infidelity.
And we have the photographic proof.
God, they're douchebags. Such freaking douchebags. I don't know why the media kisses their ass. I don't know if they're afraid they're not going to get the inside scoop, but that's what I'm here for. I am here to say, and I'm going to post this picture on RyanHoppyRadio.com, that they are home wreckers.
Photographic proof. Wicked co-stars Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater taking their love off Broadway to see Ari's bestie Liz Gillies in action on stage in Little Shop of Horrors.
Downtown,
I gotta skip over this because of copyright.
With an iconic photo dump, a thank you, no next, for coming to her pal, who she's known since they made their Broadway debuts together in 2008 before co-starring on Victorious.
Yeah, and then the fact that Ariana never spoke out about like the pedophilia on set, she's a scumbag.
This marks the first public sighting of the very private pair since awards season ended. Grande and Slater never posed together on the
Of course they didn't. They're afraid that people are going to call them out.
Red carpet, but that didn't stop them from gushing over each other every chance they got.
I wonder how this relationship's going to end, because a lot of times relationships that begin on cheating end in cheating.
He's such an amazing person. I'm so happy people are getting to know him.
No one knows him. We just know him as this stupid redhead that played, and that doesn't, like, being a redhead doesn't make you stupid, but like, he played SpongeBob in a play and cheated on his wife with you. That's all we know.
My heart is very happy.
All right. Oh, is it? Your heart's happy to ruin marriages? That means you're a sociopath.
Ariana, she's incredible in this movie. She and Cynthia are mind-blowing in this movie.
Mind-blowing. She makes me... Never mind.
And I think I'm not alone in the cast of feeling just kind of privileged to be able to witness that
Yeah, you are very privileged.
Chemistry on set, and now to be able to share in the celebration of it, I'm just grateful.
Are ya? I bet your wife's real grateful for you. Moron.
And while things may be quiet for the Wicked crew right now, that'll all change soon enough when the press tour for Part 2, For Good, kicks off later this fall.
And listen, if there was a complete polar opposite of being excited about the press tour, that's me. Because I know a lot of people cheat in life and whatnot, morning radio hosts, comedians, but that's next level, ruining both your marriages to be together when you know you're just going to end up in a breakup with cheating. You're scumbags.
TikTok, clocks and juke, we're playing cool breaks. Hoppy's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. PHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. PHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers silent, I become to an end, like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppy strokes and jabs, he's our daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over.
Happy hour is now over.
Game over. This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.
Doors closing.